Oh, I used to spend a lot of time sitting on these little stools. Oh, I almost took you out.
Perfect. Orders up. The lives of Broadway performers are busy. They only have a few short hours between their matinee and evening performances, and they're giving us an inside look, from grabbing a bite to unwinding, plus a backstage tour. Have you ever wanted to see what we do in the time sandwich between performances? Follow along and find out. This is Broadway Sandwich. Today we're at the Brooks Atkinson Theater, home of both the original and revival productions of Noises Off, Rock of Ages, and for the last 3 years, Waitress. The show tells the story of Jenna, a waitress and expert pie maker who's stuck in a small town and a really bad marriage. Jenna and her fellow waitresses encourage each other through life's big moments, the good, the bad, and everything in between. Waitress is based on the movie written by Adrienne Shelly and made history by being the first Broadway show with an all-female creative team. The show was nominated for 4 Tony Awards, including Best Musical. Today we're meeting up with Charity Angel Dawson, who plays Becky, a no-nonsense waitress who's always there to encourage her friends. Hey, Charity! How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Nice to see you.
You too.
How was your matinee?
It was wonderful.
Nailed
Thanks
it?
for asking me. Yep, I think so.
All right, so we only have a few hours before you have to get back here and do your second show. What's the plan on your break?
I'll first grab a bite to eat. I'm starving.
Same.
Then maybe do a little shopping for my dressing room. I still haven't
Perfect.
fully decorated.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And then maybe afterwards we can do a little theater tour?
Yeah, absolutely.
Love that. Okay,
I
I'll follow
love that.
you.
All right.
Sounds good. So what were you like as a kid?
I was a wallflower. They used to call me Charity the Church Mouse because I was so quiet. I would sing in church. I grew up in church. I was terrified of being in front of people.
So how did you go from Church Mouse to Powerhouse?
I was in high school. I was in my senior year, and I had been cast in a production of The Wiz playing Eveline, and I wanted to be Dorothy, of course. You know, that's what I was going for. And they said, no, we don't have anybody who can do Eveline, and so we need you to do that. It started stretching me. I started, you know, expanding my voice and learning a bit more about all that I had in me.
So has Broadway stardom always been the dream?
Well, after I graduated high school, I did a year and a half of community college just trying to figure out what exactly I wanted to do. I started performing with this troupe, and they brought us to New York for spring break and saw my first Broadway show, and I started pursuing it.
What show was that you saw?
Thoroughly Modern Millie with Sutton Foster.
Ooh. And what was it about seeing that show that made you feel like you wanted to do that?
I was sitting in the audience at this huge theater, and I was looking at all these people to my left and my right, and they were all completely enthralled and invested in what was going on that stage, and I didn't know it could be done on that scale.
So when did you first hear about Waitress?
When I was doing Sideshow.
Here on Broadway?
Yeah, yes, on Broadway.
Okay.
Kay Alisetto, she was doing the workshop of Waitress, and I said, please, can I go to the presentation? I just want to see, I just need to be in the same room as Sarah Bareilles.
So it was like the lab happening or workshop?
Yes, it was a workshop happening.
Okay.
So I went in, I did the ensemble stuff, and I did the Becky stuff. And she said, wow, you have a killer voice. Like, which I peed a little bit, but you know, and died a little bit, just like, just out. And I came back a couple of days later for a final callback with all the producers and the entire creative team, and got the job.
Incredible. So when did you start doing Becky full time?
I started doing Becky October 20th of 2017, I believe.
And then you went out on the national tour and played Becky. And that's where Sarah Bareilles gave you this beautiful necklace.
Yes, she gave me this beautiful necklace.
Sarah, thanks for the necklace. And then you came back to Broadway, where you are now, playing the role. I love that.
Yeah.
That's a cool story.
Yeah, it's been quite a journey.
I notice when you sing, you really like use your whole body when you sing. You like get rooted, you know, for those big notes.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that a part of technique, or is that just something that you feel that comes in
It's
the
something
spirit that hits you.
Yeah, it's something that I feel that comes in. I feel like it's only when it's like in a really emphatic thing where I'm really trying to drive the point home that I'll stop and like really dig deep into it.
How many shows of Waitress do you think you've done at this point?
I have no clue.
500? 700?
More.
Okay, so there's such cute things here, including this Bob Ross mug.
Yes.
And I know that you pay by numbers, right?
Yep. In the dressing room, in my breaks between like in the show, if I have like a little downtime, I'll just pull out my little paint by numbers. I love this store. I love buying gifts out of here. You always find something different. You know, I've never seen those mists before, and I might take a gander at those.
And also, you've only been back in the show here on Broadway for a few months, so you're kind of still getting used to your dressing room again.
Yeah.
Redecorating. All right, so let's find some stuff to make you more settled.
Yeah.
What's your color palette? What's your theme?
Well, I don't really know. The room is lavender. Oh my goodness.
It's like a Swedish forest.
Oh, that's nice.
Not that I've ever been, but I feel like it smells like a Swedish forest.
I think a Swedish forest will smell like
I hope
this
it
one.
does.
No, I think
that one's really good.
I think I'm actually gonna get that one.
Right? Can we pull that one out for you?
Yes,
Here.
please.
Tell us a little bit about the store and how long you've been here and stuff.
Well, we've been doing business for 23 years now, which seems like forever.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. It's been an amazing journey here. But we were originally theater people. My husband was doing Hello, Dolly with Carol Channing on Broadway the last time
Never heard of her.
had done it. No, I know, she's obscure. Just a dear, amazing time in our lives.
And you've been open ever since?
Ever since, yeah. So we've always still stayed part of the Broadway community, and we love you guys. The show is amazing.
Yeah.
And so glad you're back in it.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
So great.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We really appreciate it.
You know, we got to get her back to her show.
Yeah.
Got a second one to do for the day.
Start warming up, baby.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right,
See you next
thanks,
time.
guys.
Bye.
All right, take care.
So this is a really fun part of our show. It's called 60-Second Sandwich. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You got to answer as many questions as you can in 1 minute. I'm going to put 1 minute on the clock, and then we're going to go.
Gotcha.
All right. But we're in. Sophia Stadler on Instagram wants to know, what's your dream role?
My dream role is something that hasn't been created yet.
Ooh,
that was written for me.
Love that. Insta user Cindy0717. How do you keep your performance fresh every night?
It's the job. You have to.
What are you currently obsessed with?
I am obsessed with Anderson .Paak.
Ooh! Facebook user Alexandria Chang. Can you make pie? Do you eat a lot of pie? And are you not sick of it yet?
I can make pie. I don't eat a lot of pie. And who's ever sick of pie?
Good answer. Have you ever stood in line for autographs? And if so, what show?
I have stood in line for autographs for Brooklyn, the musical, Little Women, Thoroughly Modern Millie.
Oh, yeah.
So many.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ever been a waitress in real life?
I have not been a waitress, but I've been a hostess.
Okay. Shannon P. Evans asks, why is it so important for representation on Broadway?
It is very important because people need to see themselves on stage. People need to see themselves in every artistic medium.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
7 seconds. Favorite post-show treat?
Favorite profile, a cocktail.
Cocktail! Woo! 2 seconds. We don't have time. You nailed it. Okay. Oh, incredible. And now we have to go back to the show.
Let's do it.
Tell us about your favorite moment in the show.
My favorite moment in the show that I'm a part of is Soft Place to Land. I think it's just a beautiful time of the three waitresses in this quiet moment, just dreaming together about, what their dream life would look like.
And that's where my favorite Lauren Latero moment is. Isn't it this?
Yeah.
I love it. It's perfect. Show me back here by the bar counter.
Okay, come on, let's go.
Oh, this is so cute. This is like how a real diner is.
Yeah.
All the stuff.
Mm-hmm. Got your sugar, you got your napkins.
And now when you do that cool pie dance, is it strapped to you or is it glued to you or are you just...
It's strapped.
Balancing
Some people are a little adventurous and they choose to not use the strap.
Oh, really?
But it's there if you
Cowboys.
so choose. Right.
Okay. Beautiful. That's pieography.
We have different things that we use. Like here, this is what she's blowing as flour, but it's actually inositol. It's a vitamin. It's so it if you breathe it in, it's not like unhealthy for you.
Oh, good.
You
Okay.
know? So we also have we use a lot of ingredients in that.
I know it must become so messy up here. Like.
Yeah, but we have like this in the egg instead of a real egg. That can get a little
What do you use
crazy.
instead of real egg?
This is a little egg here, and it has a peach with like syrup inside it. So the peach looks like the yolk, and the syrup is like the white, and it's really cool.
And what do you use for butter?
OJ. actually.
Orange juice. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
So here we are. You're starring in a show on Broadway.
Yeah.
What does that feel like? What's the best thing about that?
The best thing about that is it was a dream come true, and one that at one point I kind of thought, you know, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. You know, I'll just, as long as I'm creating, as long as I'm performing and telling stories. And so for this door to open and to have opened so many other doors for me, it's really a blessing and a dream come true.
And what is it like when people recognize you from the show?
It's so weird, but it's so cool. I had a couple of instances the other day where in the same day, back to back, where two different young ladies, I saw them see me, and then I saw their reaction. And at first I was kind of like, what is that? Oh, that's what it is. And it's so weird, but it's so wonderful.
Well, because you know what it's like to be on the other side too, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because I've been that person, like seeing Audra McDonald on the street and geeking out, like try to be normal, or seeing Norm Lewis or Lillias White. Oh gosh, you know, just geeking out over them.
But that's how people see you now.
Yeah, it's wild, but I'll take it.
How do you think you would feel if you were watching yourself perform from this seat right now?
I have no clue. I mean, I think I would like what I saw, because I do my best as an actor to just be honest and tell the truth. That's something that that's when it can land on people's hearts.
The one thing I have to know, is it real pie?
Yes.
The smell in the theater?
Yeah, I'll show you.
What? Now what do you do with the pies after this?
We take them home and we eat them.
So these pies get eaten?
And now we'll let you do the special ingredients.
Okay, a little cinnamon.
A little cinnamon.
All right. Shake, girl.
Yes, come on.
Yeah.
Okay. He's like, somebody still has to eat this, okay?
All right, Charity, the moment of truth.
Yes, I never get to do this.
You're done.
Thank you.
Yay.
This is funny. All of the old Joes that have come through here, they take a picture and they like lined this wall here with old Joes, including June Squibb, our old Josephine.
Oh, hey, June. And this is you?
This is me.
Convenient.
This is it.
Love this. You have a couch where you can take naps. Real naps.
And you know I do. I take full advantage of this couch.
So show us around a little bit. What do you have in here?
We've got our glasses, of course, a pair of flower vases from all the people who like send flowers and everything. So we make sure we hold on to those and reuse them. You know.
And a dream is a soft place to land.
A dream is a soft place to land. This was made by a fan, I believe. Then this is my little area over here. We sang for Michelle Obama, and so when I took over for Becky,
excuse me,
she gave me this, you know, little thing, Dreams Are Made Here. She was like, oh, that was so wonderful. That was beautiful. And I just died. I gagged. I could barely remember the words. I was just like, oh God, I'd sung that song a million times, but it was for Michelle Obama, so.
God, unbelievable. So you peed for Sarah Bareilles, and you gagged and died for Michelle Obama.
Exactly.
That makes sense. That makes sense. High stakes. And you've got a Nurse Becky doll that's plugged in right here, right in the.
Well, yeah, this is her little seat. This is little Becky. We have
well,
some
she
amazing...
is a highly charged sexual being, so this makes sense. This makes a lot of sense.
How fitting.
All right, so now we have all this cute stuff from Delphinium.
Yes,
what are you gonna do with it?
Let me see, because I'm trying. I don't like a lot of clutter, but you know we don't have much space. But of course, this Bob Ross mug has to go right near my painting here. You see, this is the painting I was talking about. Yes, and this I can't light it in the dressing room, but
so that's for home.
Yeah, this is for home. So I'm gonna just put this back to the side over here.
I wish I could stay while you did your show.
Well, I gotta get ready for the next one.
I'm gonna try and go get a last-minute ticket.
Well, please do. It was so wonderful.
You are incredible.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for spending the day with me.
Thank you.
And telling us all about you. You're just wonderful and very inspirational in so many ways.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
All right. So you're kicking me out?
Yeah. I gotta put on my Spanx, okay?
I hear you. Me too. Have a great show.
Bye.
Bye.